Welcome everybody, Anne's already done my welcome, but my role is also to welcome our guest of honour, Peter. When starting or sitting down and thinking about what I'm going to write this evening and what I'm going to say, my mum went back to 1992. Now, that's a long time ago. Many of you weren't here. I was. But 1992 was when I went to a presentation evening in the drama studio, and I sat there and I'm not so good at this, I think we can improve upon it. And so I went to the head the following week and said, I can do better than that, and I want to change things. So we did. And you may recall, you look in your programme, as we started in 1993 with a number of guests that we've had to present awards. They range from a number of people. We started off, and I've just picked out a few here, but it's been an absolute privilege to stand on the stage with a number of these people. Lord Putnam, Charity Fire, an Oscar winner, standing there basically and handing out the awards. Fantastic. A local MP, Baroness Smith. We had some Olympic champions that were also awarded prizes, which was Danny Crates, who was a gold medalist and world record holder. Lewis Attrell won a gold medal in rowing in 2000. Throughout my teaching career, there's always been an idea of, or the value of recognising when someone actually does something well. I'll talk from personal experience. I grew up not far from actually in the East End and come from a very traditional working class family. But one thing that was instilled in me was the business of if you make the effort and if you try hard, then eventually it will come good and you'll succeed. And I can go back to, again, I keep going back and get my age to do, unfortunately, that you think, well, I'll go back to my presentation evening, which I attended, and I was sitting down there, and I remember going up to the stage, and I remember getting some awards when I was 16, and that meant an awful lot to me. And it meant a lot thinking, well, actually, someone's recognised my effort. And throughout the 30 plus years I've been in teaching, I've always felt that that's important. And that's what made me think 20 years ago that we should be doing the presentation awards and we should be having people on the back. Because I don't know about you, I always feel better if someone recognises what I've done. But think of the skills that the future employer that's going to ask you to demonstrate. I've got a few, there are very many. Reliability is one. How reliable are you? Now remember, the employer is going to rely upon you to do a job of work. So how reliable are you? What do you show to how reliable you're going to be? Integrity is an important thing. A future employer will want to know, can you rely on you? Can you tell the truth? Is that person saying, can we believe what that person is saying? Initiative. Can you actually show some initiative? Can you do it by yourself? You have to be led by the hand. Independence. Can we ask you to do a job? And then can you do it yourself without being spoon-fed, basically? Teamwork. Are you a good team member? Do you work well in a team? Or are you not bothered about your work colleagues? Remember all those things you did at school? Remember those things that you didn't like? I don't like that person, don't like this person. couldn't get on with them. You're going to face that when you get out into the world of work. Attention to detail. How many things have we done our piece of work, we just completed it, close the book, job done, finished. Attention to detail, a very valuable thing which we're going to go into that world of work to show. And managing your time effectively. Some of the words he said I think are very important. I found a quote which I think would be apt for this evening. And it says this, it says, every day you may make progress, every step may be fruitful, yet there will stretch out before you an ever lengthening, ever ascending, ever improving path. You know you will never get to the end of your journey, but this so far from discouraging only adds to the joy and the glory of the climb. So, as you receive your certificates this evening and trophies for those trophy winners, I hope we've put you on the right path and given you the opportunities to make the most of the opportunities. I hope you enjoy it.
Mr. Mayor, head teacher, students, former students, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Marchant was extraordinarily accurate in his description of what my role consists of. I began to think that he knew more about it than I did, actually, but in any case, it is true, I am the personal representative of Her Majesty the Queen within the boundaries of the county of Essex, including the two unitaries, Thurrock and Southend. So if I was being a bit cheeky, I could say Her Majesty would have been here this evening, but unfortunately she had another commitment, so you've got me instead. But I am certainly greatly honoured and delighted to be here, especially after hearing that roll call of former guests of honour that you've had. I'm afraid I can't aspire to anything like that. I have no gold medals, I have never been to the North or indeed the South Pole. I have never produced a Hollywood film, so I'm sorry about that, but as I say, I am greatly honoured to be here. We recently marked the 70th anniversary of the Battle of El Alamein, which was undoubtedly one of the real turning points in the Second World War. Now, I'm sorry to, just like the head teacher, to produce a Winston Churchill quote, but I have discovered one relevant to that, which I think is apt for this evening. When Winston Churchill was reporting the news of the victory at El Alamein to the House of Commons, he said, "This is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end, but it is perhaps the end of the beginning." And I think those words are peculiarly apt for this evening. While you have what you have achieved is, of course, a cause for great celebration and certainly congratulation. It is, I hope that more than that, it will be a source of encouragement and inspiration for you to aspire to even greater achievements in the future. Today, as your time at the Grays Media Arts College draws to a close, it is but the end of a single chapter in your life, and many new challenges lie ahead, as I'm sure you're aware. Some of you, no doubt, will be going on to further academic study, others will be taking their first steps in the world of work. Some of you will be overjoyed by the standards of your exam results, others may be a little bit disappointed, but it really doesn't matter. There is no difference. What I hope you will have all learned from your time here is to have the confidence that with perhaps just a little hard work and application, you can really achieve any goal that you set yourself. I always think it's rather a sad reflection on modern society that success seems only to be measured by how much fame or perhaps notoriety you can win for yourself or the size of the salary that you can attract. But there is much more to it than that. There's no end of other goals which are equally well worth achieving, particularly in the areas of personal development and community support. You've all heard much talk about the big society. To hear politicians talk about it, you would think it was a very new idea, but let me tell you that as I go around the country carrying out visits, which is part of my role, I am constantly overwhelmed and so deeply impressed by the enormous number of unsung heroes that there are in the community, tirelessly working in 1,000 different ways for the benefit of their communities. So my message, if I have one today, is to suggest to you that however modest your role turns out to be, there can be no finer ambition than to be an outstanding member of society and a valuable asset to the community.
and for Samuel Adjuman, who gained a Grade B in Maths. I'm going to ask Susan Bushell to come to the podium to get that. I'm going to ask Colette Rock to come up to gain her NXL BTEC Level 2.